This year I had the opportunity to start doing some pedal demos, which has been just really incredible. I still can't believe that I have the opportunity to do this, and as someone who really loves pedals, it's just like a dream come true. So anyways, I've gotten to try a lot of pedals this year, and some I bought myself and some were sent to me to demo. But I wanted to share with you a few that really stood out to me as favorites. That said, I had a really hard time picking only a few because pedals are really subjective, and I generally I super love all the ones I've gotten, but for very different reasons. So I guess my basic criteria for this is that these are pedals that I was just extra inspired by, and they bring me extra joy to have. But yeah, I thought this might just be a fun video to make. So yeah, here we go. These are the top 5 pedals that I got this year. So the first pedal on my list is the Spaceman Artemis, and I really love this pedal. It's my first envelope filter, so I don't have much experience with other envelope filters, but wow, it's just a ton of fun. One of my favorite artists, John Frusciante, uses a lot of filter in his solo music, and I just really love that sound. So it's been awesome to try to incorporate that into my sound. But yeah, it's just a really fun, different flavor of modulation, and it's this one has so many controls, and I love how it has the high pass, low pass, and the band pass filters. It's cool to mix and match and dial in different mixes of those, and then of course with the 7 different modes you can do a bunch of cool things like ramp it based on your pick attack, or have it modulate back and forth, or do a random modulation, which is really cool. But yeah, this pedal is just so much fun, and really took me by surprise how much I like it. My next favorite pedal on the list is the Champion Leccy Skitter. I thought this pedal was just so inspiring. I played it for hours before I even started recording my demo because I just really got lost in it. I like that you can have trem on the reverb and the dry signal, and I love how you can boost the dry signal to add some overdrive, and you can put trem on just the dry or just the reverb, and then if you have it on both, you can use the kilter switch, and it kind of offsets the balance, so the trem isn't super choppy. I think it's just a really cool new take on kind of a classic effect, and just all around super inspiring. My next favorite pedal in my top 5s is the Météore, and This is a pedal I've wanted for a really, really long time, and I didn't get this to demo, but I was able to trade for it. The Météore is a pedal that I actually had maybe 4 years ago, and I don't think I appreciated it for what it was at the time, but I wanted it really bad again because a friend I know uses it, and it sounds great with his rig, so I thought I'd try to use it maybe differently than how I would normally use reverb. So I decided that I'd put this in my early chain in between fuzz and overdrive, so I could use it to make like big fuzzy washes when combined with the fuzz, but also turn it on before overdrive and get kind of like that old school like driven amp with spring reverb sound for the textures and all that stuff. But yeah, I love the Météore because used by itself with that like dirt on the trails, it's like this nice warm fuzzy blanket texture that I think is just super awesome. And I love the bright switch on it too, especially when I use it with my overdrive. It has like a really great presence to it, and it has such a vibe, you know. But yeah, it's an awesome pedal, and I'm really glad I've got to have one again. So next, I have a kind of unlikely pick for me, but I chose the Land Devices HP2 because while I don't generally use super high gain fuzz or anything, this fuzz is just really awesome. Like, I can't stop playing it. It just feels really good, and especially with my Jaguar, which has really low output pickups, I can get kind of like a lowish gain sound. Leave it to me to make any fuzz a low gain fuzz, but that's the sound I really enjoy out of it. It's got like texture and like really nice compression to it. And then when I turn the gain up, playing like power chords or big bar chords, it just feels really good, and like it has those really pleasing harmonics that come with the harmonic percolator circuit. And it even has some like higher octave sounds when you like play single notes on higher frets. There's like some really pleasing like interplay with the harmonics and the note, and it's just like, it's such a cool pedal. I don't know, it's very simple but incredibly fun. But yeah, all around I just think it's like such a cool pedal, and it's kind of different for me, but I really, really enjoy this one. So now I want to go to the part where I say some honorable mentions because it was really, really hard to pick just 5. I've gotten so many cool pedals. I mean, I limited myself to 5 to be extra picky, but it was so hard. So anyways, here's my honorable mentions. First up is the Caroline Megabyte, and I was so close to putting this on my list, but the Météore kind of took its spot. But I just love the voicing of this delay. I know everyone was kind of expecting it to be a kilobyte deluxe, but it's not quite that. It has totally different voicing to it, and it's very like mellow and like moody with the modulation is extremely fun, and it's got like a darker tone to it, and just a really satisfying pedal to play, and it fits in everywhere really. The next pedal is the Alexander History Lesson version 3, which I think is an absolutely amazing delay. It does so much stuff, and it's got 6 modes and like secondary controls, so you can dive in and kind of customize things to your liking. But of course, you don't have to do that. You can just use the 4 controls on the face of the pedal, and I just think everything sounds great. It's a really solid delay, tap tempo. You can have change the subdivisions, do different things with the different modes, turn down the delay time and use it like a chorus or a vibrato. I just think it's the most solid, best sounding multi-option delay I've had, and I think it's just an amazing pedal. Then I picked the Caroline Icarus, which I really like because it's like the perfect post-reverb, post-delay, end of board, end of chain drive pedal. It has such a unique, great voicing to it, with like a little bit of texture, but not too much where it's gonna like overwhelm all your washy repeats and stuff. The tone control is super effective, and I just really like what it does to the sound after a bunch of other pedals. It's such a unique drive. Then I have the Shallow Water, which was a pedal that I've been wanting for a long time, ever since before it was announced. I was so excited for a Fairfield take on like warped modulation, and the Shallow Water is amazing for that like random warbly, very like nostalgic kind of vibe. I love the low pass filter on it and how it interacts with your pick attack, and I actually really enjoy the chorus sounds on it. I think it's got like a very chewy kind of sound to it, and again, I love the randomness, and it's just like a really cool extra little effect. You can use it subtly, or you can use it, you know, as a chorus, or as like a really cool vibrato. And last in my honorable mentions is the Cooper Effects Arcades, specifically the reverse card, and any of the programs on it that do a pitch delay on there. I think it's just like a super cool sound and incredibly fun. I love reverse delay, and the pitching it an octave up, I think, has been like the most satisfying thing. I just think it like has such a cool texture, and I really just enjoy playing with it. And finally, the last pedal in my top 5s is the Champion Leccy Canny Fettle Boost. And I was really impressed with this pedal because it's double boost, so you have a boost on the left and a boost on the right that have different circuitry, and you can turn them on at the same time and totally like boost the absolute crap out of itself. So you can get like really awesome exploding, ripped, saggy, fuzzy, like gnarly boost sounds, which is super cool. And then these controls in the middle, you can make it kind of have like a cocked wah sound, so you can use one boost kind of subtly as like a tone shaper, and the other boost as like a pusher, so you can push it into overdrive and get these weird textures, which I love. And then this one's also really sensitive to buffer placement, and before, like if you have it first in the chain, you can get those like very dark or very wah-like sounds, but then after a buffer, it actually, I think it overdrives a little more, so you can get like some really gnarly,
pleasant sounding drive out of the left side especially. It gets kind of fuzzy there, but I just really like the texture of that, and it's like it just makes me want to like sit down with my guitar and this pedal and an amp and just like strum some stuff and be creative. And that's what I really like about this, is that it inspired me to be really creative, and just kind of like play stuff very like free of like making sure I dial in a correct sound or something. Like, I usually record a little song at the beginning of my demos, and I think with the one I did for this, the Canny Fettle boost, it's probably my favorite song I've recorded so far. It was just really, it kind of just all came out, and it came out really quick, and like I enjoyed making it, and at the end I was really happy with how it sounded, and it was kind of different for me, but different is good, and I really liked what it inspired me to play, so that's why I put it on my list. So yeah, there's my top 5 of the year, and again, it's all just personal taste, and I just thought these pedals were super fun, super interesting, really inspiring pedals. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the list or found some fun out of it, or maybe you have a different opinion and want to tell me about it. That's cool too. And again, I just want to thank everyone for watching and for all the support on my channel. It really means the world to me that people enjoy these, and you leave really kind comments, and it just makes me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. So I really thank you guys, and all the pedal builders and all the people that have given me the opportunity to do this, and it's really been incredible. So I really do appreciate it, and I want to thank you guys so much. So thank you.